Okay, well, thanks for tuning in, folks, and we're just about ready to go with the final of the professional event, and what an event it's been. It's been a fantastic weekend here at Briighton, and we're going to finish it off with an absolute classic match. So let's introduce the finalists, and first of all, from Wales, he's the man in form. He won the last man standing on Friday night. He's Phillips. Christian, been a pretty good weekend for you so far?
Yeah, not bad. Last man standing on Friday, nice £500, and going well so far today.
Yeah, some pretty good victories in the pro event so far.
Yeah, I struggled this morning against Ollie, but had a good win against Simon and Andy Mack today. So hopefully I can go one further now.
So what do you put your great form down to?
I think it's just like the playing conditions here. The tables are brilliant. The balls, it's not from practice, put it that way.
So your opponent, Mark, probably one of the form players this year, going to be a tough battle.
Yeah, he beat me in the Open in the last 16, so hopefully I can get a bit of revenge.
Right, well, play well, Christian, and good luck in the final. Phillips. So his opponent, he's a regular in the finals this year. It's been great to see him back. His form is just going from going through the roof. It's Mark Farnsworth. Mark, I'm running out of questions to ask you about your form, and it's been good to be back, but you just keep going and going.
Yeah, enjoying it. Struggled a bit today, played some good stuff, struggled in other games, but managed to battle through, so happy to be in the final. So
you've had some tough matches today, Gareth Ibber, and just in the semi-final against Christoph, went down to the wire.
Yeah, I was 4-1 down against Gareth, managed to pull that back on 1-9-6, I think it was. Played really well against Jordan Shepherd, and then struggled a bit against Christoph. It's tough to get going. He's obviously takes his time and couldn't get any rhythm going, but managed to get over the line, so it's the main thing.
So Christian in the final, have you played Christian before?
Yeah, first time I played him was last night, I think it was, in the last 16 in the Open. I think it was 7-3, I think I beat him. It was a bit of a scrappy match, to be honest, but obviously the win's what matters, so hopefully try to follow that up.
Okay, well, Mark, good luck in the final. Cheers. Mark Farnsworth, everyone. So let's introduce our referee. He's the ever popular Mel Harley. Okay, so we're about to start the final, and good luck to both players.
First frame, Phillips to break.
So we've had the introductions, and we're about to kick off the last match of the 2015 IPA season. And I'm delighted to be joining the commentary box. He was dying to get here to do a little bit of commentary. Simon Ward.
Cheers, Gav.
You were sat there, you looked ever so lonely and bored, and waiting for Christian to bring home the bacon. So I thought, well, what better way to spend your Sunday evening than in the commentary box?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Waiting around all day.
Well, you will get beat. That's the price you have to pay.
No, it should be a good final.
Yeah, to be fair, they've probably been the two form players of the weekend. Is that fair?
Yeah,
fair
I
assessment?
lost to Christian in the last 8 of this event. He played really well, to be fair. Beat me 9-4. So I think it's could be potentially a very good final.
Is there a favourite? Do you think there's a favourite?
I think Mark's liked favourite, only because obviously he's got more experience. He's already won a few events this year, but it wouldn't surprise me if Christian wins. I think Christian's got to go after a good start.
Because you beat Christian in the final of the
30 seconds.
Was it the Open at Glasgow or the pro event?
Yeah,
Pro event, yeah.
he didn't get off to a good start in that one.
Yeah.
But he was a bit unfortunate, to be fair. I think the run of the ball was against him the entire match, and I just capitalised, really.
I know how it feels. I've not had the run of the ball for about 20 years. So Mark said he played for this one at the bottom, but he's decided to change his plan now. So he's going to be leaving that till last, probably.
He's got to play a decent shot here to get on the other two yellows. He's played it okay.
It's been a great weekend for the Welsh contingent here in Brighton, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've done well. We've brought Luke Sanders with us for the second event in a row, and he seems to be our lucky charm.
Yeah, certainly one to look for in the next few years is Luke, isn't he?
Yes, definitely. I think he's turned professional next year.
Is he?
Yeah,
is he making that decision? Yeah.
Yeah, and he's looking forward to it.
He's under it, that one. What was that?
Tricky these shots are as well.
It's like one of my shots, that.
Especially on these fast tables, the white seems to fly off the back cushion, yeah.
I know it's early in the match, but could this be a turning point? Yeah, I mean, I know Christian's gone in off the break and it's only the first frame, but if he missed this and give Christian a chance, could that be the frame that he's missed it?
Bad shot. Yeah, Christian needs to win this frame now.
I think what we've got to remember as well, it's been a long weekend, and for these guys to perform at their top of their game, it's really difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately, especially in the pro event, because it's on the Sunday evening. It's often players that have played well all weekend are at their worst at this stage, and they want to be their best, really.
This is exactly what Christian wants. You were talking about he needs to get off to a good start. Well,
yeah, he does. I think the red on the left hand side of the table will drop in the middle, and it'll probably pass past the red and black into the bottom left hand corner as well. So his problem ball is going to be the one by the yellow.
Will he take this red down past it to open the bag up?
I can't see from our angle. Does it look does it pass? I don't think it does.
No, he's playing it in the middle anyway.
Yeah, I think.
Well, that shows how confident he's playing. He's just going to drift this behind it to play it into the same bag.
That's a good shot.
And I think that just shows the sort of confidence that Christian's playing with at the moment.
Yeah, this is just what he wanted.
Yeah. I think that's going to send a message out to Mark. So all in all, Simon, enjoyed the weekend?
Yes, it's probably my favourite tour stop, I think, the Brighton Hotel. Central is a very nice Hilton hotel. So I think it's the best one we've got in the calendar.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunately a bit further away than Bradford for me. But, I did joke on Facebook a while back that all the events next year will be at Bradford, and the amount of messages and emails that I got saying, are all the events at Bradford next year? So I'm not going to say that joke anymore.
Mark Farnsworth to the break. He's got a ball.
Bit of work to do.
If Mark has got a weakness, it's probably his break. I think Philly's definitely got a stronger break. You'll rarely see Mark drop 3-4 balls off the break. Whereas I think Christian will do that quite regularly. Obviously, Mark makes up for that in other areas, his experience and his temperament.
It's a full battle with Christoph in the semis. Did you watch the end of the Josh Durant?
I did, yeah. Match? That was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it?
It was a nerve jangler.
It was.
The amount of tension in that match was unbelievable.
Pressure can do funny things.
Yeah. I think the minds of both of the players was scrambled, and it was just a matter of who summoned up the willpower to get through. Yeah, I felt sorry for Josh because he had 3 great chances at 8-6 in every frame. That if it had been 1-1, he would have taken no problem.
It's a learning curve. I think it's he's one of the newer professionals, and I'm sure he'll learn from that, and he'll be a better player for it in the long run, I think.
Yeah, he's probably not thinking that right at this moment.
No, probably not. No,
but yeah, definitely.
He seemed to have quite a heavy contact on that. Then I think he's just about got the angle to get the other red out.
I think the balls are tired as well. They've had a busy weekend, haven't they? He needs to generate some speed on this one to develop that one.
That's okay. I think if he can drop this one in the middle and then possibly take the... Can we see if we can take the red? Yeah, I think he can. If he rolls it through maybe 2 balls, he can then just about play the red into the top left-hand corner and then play the one down the rail as his last ball. Looks quite tight from this angle, though.
It does. How close is he going to be able to get to that red?
I think he'd be happy to just be in the other side cushion. You can just drop it in. He's taking the other one.
Fooled us both. It's like commentating on one of your matches.
It's not the greatest of shots, to be fair. He's got a lot of traffic now.
He needs to have a very friendly kiss on something.
It's quite a delicate shot he's going to have to play here, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have to try and maybe flick one of the yellows and to kill the pace in the white. Well, still trying to stay sort of top side of the red.
Could be a big shot in the context of this match, and he's got no shot. Wonder why he didn't go your route that you suggested.
Maybe it looked tight. Maybe didn't think he could get that. As you say, it's early in the match, but at the moment, Mark looks a bit... His white ball's a bit loose.
Do you think there's a bit of after effect of the match with Christoph?
Possibly. I mean, any sort of playing anything more than 3 frames with Christoph can take it out to be honest.
Oh, it's close.
Because Christoph does like to grind out the matches. He's played a good shot there, to be fair, but I mean, there's so many yellows around the red. Christian's still in good control here.
And Christian's probably looking for a finish. So he could probably glance off the left hand side and probably stick a bit of right hand side on so it can.
Yeah, he just needs to make sure he doesn't can the yellow closest to the left hand middle. As long as he gets past that and heads the white towards the back rail, he should be covering the angle.
Yeah, can be too hard.
Oh, that's pacey.
Oof, now then he's left a swerve.
It was the right shot, but way too hard. I think you just come cushion first and plop this in.
Yep. He's getting down to play it straight away. He might not even need any side. He's just playing ball.
Yeah, it's a good shot. That was a bad shot by Christian, that was. I think he needs to build the lead, because obviously Mark's experience will probably tell in the latter stages.
Blink of an eye. It's 1-all. I think you'll think that's one that got away a bit.
It's been a bit of a funny start by both players, really. Well, Christian looked good in the first frame, and then he's made a careless error there. Whereas Mark's probably got away with 2 misses, and I think he's probably feeling the better now. It's 1-all.
What's your if you've played a bad frame but yet it's still 1-all, do you always think of the positive side that it is only 1-all? Do you try and keep that positive mindset?
I suppose so. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it all depends what's gone on, but it's you obviously try and sort of not think about the negative things and concentrate on the positives. But if you just played a stinker, it can be easier said than done, really.
Like you say, huge break.
Yeah, that's a good break. The thing is, if you're generating that much power, you're going to be so unlucky not to break a ball. Whereas with Marks, it's a lot more controlled. The white is always around the blue spot area, but he only ever drops 1, maybe 2 balls off the break, and over a best of 17 match, that can tell.
What's your views on break cues, and do you use the same cue with a different butt, or have you got
I use a different shaft.
Different shaft.
The only reason I use it is because my cue is probably slightly thinner than average, and I've snapped it once already breaking, so I think it's best to use something else.
When it snapped, was it a foul shot? Did the wood go and hit a ball or anything?
The wood ended up everywhere.
I've never seen a cue break on snap on a break. I bet that was a.
From what I can remember, I think the top inch just came clean off. I think ferrule and everything.
It'll be one of those pussy breaks that you do as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tap break. So what's Christian looking at here? I'm confused.
His obvious problem ball is the one closest to the bottom left-hand corner, but to be honest, he's not great on anything.
Glad it wasn't just me thinking that then.
Well, he's
pushing the boat out now, isn't he?
Well, this red should be no problem. You can chop this in the middle, but
I don't think you can dig in enough.
I don't think.
Wow.
It's a bit erratic at the moment. I think Mark's probably just going to pop this yellow now in the top right hand corner, and then park Philly behind the yellow and push the other yellow towards the left hand corner.
I wasn't even convinced Reds were the better balls, but
Not anymore.
Oh, I'm brilliant with hindsight, me. Yep.
That's a good shot.
Just putting the squeeze on. And if it turns into this sort of match, then you can only see there being one winner.
Yeah, I think Mark should use his 2 and clear up here quite easily. Let's say Christian should maybe 3-0 up, and it looks like he's going to go 2-1 down.
Little annoying when they go on the cushion like that, isn't it? But
yeah, it is a bit, I suppose, but he should be fine as long as he gets nice on the 2 at the bottom of the table. He should be okay. Let's say I don't want to curse him here, but someone player like Mark very rarely messes up these kind of chances.
plans for the rest of the year then, Simon? You're going to be busy, I think, aren't you?
Yes, I am, yeah. My wife and I are expecting our first baby 17th of December. So, if I'm not retired now, I'm be definitely retired after that. It's a good shot.
So will it be separate birthday and Christmas presents, or will it be all into one? What's your thoughts on that one?
Oh, well, we're hoping that it'll either be sort of early or close to the due date. We don't really want to be going over to 20th, 24th of December.
Could be cheaper in the long run.
Could be, yeah.
Yes, played that confidently.
Two one.
Got any other competitions or anything planned in the off season, or?
There's the Welsh Festival Pool in Treacle Bay. I think that's the third weekend in November. That's always a good event. Plenty of beer drinking. It's not my scene really, but
No, with a bit of pool.
yeah, with a bit of pool thrown in.
Yeah, I think I bobbed down to Treacle a couple of years ago, just for the day. I know what you mean about the beer drinking. Those Welsh boys, they like a beer, don't they?
Yep.
Fourth frame. Mark
But yeah,
Farnsworth,
looked a popular event.
So look at Mark Farnsworth's break.
Oh, he's not got hold of them at all. Where's the white going? Is the red going to stop it? It did.
It's quite funny actually because he's hit them really bad in potted too.
Yeah. That white was heading for the bag and he was saved by that red. But nothing easy.
No, there's a bit of work to do. The two yellows at the top of the table are a bit awkward. I think everything else goes, but
Is he going to play the plant, do you think?
I don't think this is going to be his first shot unless he plays the red onto the yellow, but then he's possibly going to cover the yellow with the red he's leaving there. Let's see.
Yep, just going to fire this plant in.
Oh, he could play it. Does it go? I think it might sneak past.
He's not shaking his head or anything like that, so I think he's confident that it goes. It looks mighty tight, does that?
It does, yeah. Oh, it sneaked the red on the way in. It's gone through. This should be 3-1 now. He's done the hard work.
Just needs to be careful here.
Yeah, maybe he's coming slightly too far, possibly. Looks like the white may be travelling behind the black. Who plays the plant? He could play the skill shot, but then that's fraught with danger, especially if it doesn't go in.
Yeah, decisions.
I don't even think he can play the yellow off the black to change the angle. I think he is, actually.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Needs that black to roll. Oh, he's just goes. Yeah, it goes. Christian would have been hoping that would have just had half a turn less. Probably just roll this in like that.
Yeah. And that's 3-1.
Straight on the black, so a little bit of good fortune for Mark there, but you make your own luck.
Again, it wasn't a textbook finish by any standards, was it?
No, certainly the break was, he hit that terrible.
Yeah.
That white was flying around the table with all sorts of side. And
He still got them, and we're only 10 minutes into the match, and Mark's built what could be a useful lead.
Yeah. Big frame for Christian. Well, they're all big frames. So thoughts on the season? Personal thoughts. How you've done and the tour in general. What's your sort of?
Well, I think the tour has gone from strength to strength. I think I'm really looking forward to next season as well. To be honest, personally, somehow I've done okay. I had a disaster last year, and I was practicing all year, so I decided to give up the practicing. And apart from a couple of ropey first round matches, I played okay.
Yeah, I was just talking with Jack Whelan earlier on commentary, and we were thinking about the pro event next year, and it's going to be absolutely to win one of those is going to be a hell of an achievement next year.
Yeah, that's why I try to get all my wins in now. See,
when you think of some of the additions to the pro ranks next year with Jack and the young guns like Luke, and it's
going to be really, really tough.
It's going to be great viewing, I know that.
See, with Christian's break, I know he's broke off and he's spread them far and wide, and I mean he's been left with a really easy finish, and that's what I call a free frame, basically, where he's breaking off, and it doesn't matter what the score is, how much pressure he's under. He should always get this kind of finish, because there's no tricky balls and no cans to play.
And it's good to see he's still knocking him in with plenty of confidence.
Yeah.
He's not gone into his shell or anything.
No, I think that's the advantage of having a good break, is that you can sort of play yourself back into matches. He's not out to it by any stretch, obviously, but he needs to clear these.
He'll have liked another few inches on that one, but I fully expect him to get this.
Yeah, good shot.
So quick as a flash, he's back in it, 3-2. So, do you, when you're looking at the scoreboards, are you sort of thinking about, I'm only one break of serve down? Do you sort of put it into elements like that, or do you not really?
It all depends, really. Sometimes if my opponent's obviously breaking and clearing very well, then and you seem to be sort of trading break finishes, and it can be a bit like that, but usually you just, if you're behind, you try and sort of think, right, well, if I can win this frame, then it's my break next, and I'll win that one, and then I need to put, it's all about trying to put pressure on your opponent's break off, really. So if you're behind, and then obviously, well, the same if you're in front, really, and making your break count.
Since you've said Mark only pots the odd ball, he's started knocking them in twos.
Exactly, I know.
I'll remind Christian of that when...
Yeah, cheers.
So you won your first major IPA event last year? Is that right? Or was it the year before? Was it Glasgow?
Yeah, I won the open event. It was a sets format in Glasgow. I was a bit ropey in that first round, actually, because I ended up going to a sudden death shootout in the very first round and won that one.
I'm getting tired of hearing this. I'm ropey in this first round, and it's like the key winning tournaments. It
takes me a while to warm up.
Yeah. Wait till you get to my age. Well, I think Mark's going to do a Christian in a minute.
Yeah.
When he's had to slow down. Oof, just. Again, another half a turn and it'd have been.
They both seem to be struggling with their white a bit. It's nice. It is slightly quick. I mean, I played on this table a few times this weekend, and it is slightly quicker, but not much.
Yeah, it's got some stronger lights on it, so I'm not sure if that is making a difference. Plus,
probably a slight difference.
Old Dave's gear that he's got shining on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do, but I'm sure it's all very...
That's coming off Mel's head as well, see? Swiped his feet.
He's certainly getting the rub at the moment. I think Mark is getting those little bits that just help you. Don't expect that to miss. Bang in the middle of the pocket.
He seems to be. He doesn't play slow. He plays very attacking, but he seems to be playing a couple of seconds quicker than he usually does, and he's almost as if he's rushing it for some reason. Maybe it's the shot clock. I know he doesn't like the shot clock very much.
So just going back to when you won your first title, was that a big monkey off your back? Was that? Did you sort of expect it was going to happen at some time, or what?
Not really. I think it was only my third year on the tour at that point. I think it was the first season of playing black ball rules, which I've always been more comfortable with anyway. Suits my game. I didn't really think about it, to be honest. I think obviously I was really chuffed that I won it, but I mean I was always thinking maybe it's just a matter of time, hopefully. But
So which meant more to you then, winning that first one or the second one? Because obviously, anyone, I won't say anyone, but winning something once is a great achievement. But winning something again is arguably a greater.
Yeah, I mean I've sort of, as I say, I've only been on the tour, so I think this is the end of my 5th season. So, but I've played in a lot of big events and done well in big events. So, I mean, this is. I mean, I think I just saw it as a good tournament win, really. I mean, we used to play in a lot of events with all the top players, and I was quite successful in a few of them. So,
yeah.
But I think I knew I had a couple of wins in me, so I didn't think I needed to prove anything to anyone by winning more than one, to be honest.
It's certainly.
After a bit of a dodgy start, this final starting to warm up a bit, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 3 on the spin between them. Such a lovely cueist, Christian, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got. He did used to play a bit of snooker when he was younger, and obviously you can tell with his cue action, it's quite solid.
Mm-hmm. So 4-3. Trading break and dishes.
This is the point now where we were talking about your break and your opponent's break. It's marked a break, Philly's thinking if you can just win this frame, it's his break. He's looking for a break and finish, so he could potentially be 5-4 up if he can win this frame. That's what he'll be thinking now.
I know what his friends will be thinking behind him. They'll be thinking, hurry up, we want to get on.
Yeah, I'm happy for 9-4, 9-3 either way, to be honest. Just get out there. I go work in the morning.
You're lucky you can get home. Some of us have got to stay. It's another good break.
Yeah, he's broke them. He's parked the white in the middle of the table as usual. He's dropped a ball. Reds, I think. Yeah, red's going to be the order of the day here. It's a bit of a tricky finish. They do all go, so I expect him to get these, but there's a bit of work to be done. Needs to be a bit careful.
And do you think that's the biggest difference between the top professionals and the other very good players in the patterns of play?
Oh, definitely. I mean, sort of a lot of players who aren't sort of at the level of Mark's ability and Phillies, they just make things so much harder than it needs to be. And it's nothing to do with sort of how well they pop balls or anything. It's just the way they play the shots, sort of reducing the risk of snooping yourself or leaving yourself in a position where you can't play what the shot you want to play. That's the biggest difference, really, I think. Not that I can speak of that mind, because I tend to try and get myself into the worst position as possible and then try and get back out of it again.
Yeah, as you very often do, whereas some of us get into the worst positions and then don't.
Yeah, Marshy always says he'd much rather I had 7 balls in the pocket because he knows I might have another shot. Whereas if I got 7 balls in the rail, he knows he's not getting back to the table.
I'm not quite.
I think the black passes the yellow into the bottom right hand corner. So I think what he's going to do here is play the red in the bottom left, and then the long red by the blue spot up the top right, and then play the red and the black in the same pocket.
Yep.
So as long as he's straightish, he should be able to just stun this in.
Yep, it's all of a sudden been turned up a few notches. They're just trading breaking dishes. This is pool of the highest quality. Whoa, I've just put the case on him.
Where's that come from?
He's moved a bit in the shot as well. He was, I think that might be a genuine twitch.
Oh, big chance for Christian. I bet his heart's beating a little bit faster now.
Because he should clear these and say he'd be thinking now, right, this is 4-all my break. I've got the advantage back. From 3-1 down, he's in the driving seat again.
Yep, so that yellow on the right hand side will be his last yellow, I presume. Yep. He gets through the ball really well, does Christian, doesn't he? Leaves it all out there. He's not a jabber.
So he's just no. Either float this yellow in off 2 cushions, or he's playing them in the middle first. See, this is why I shouldn't commentate, because I like to use cushions. It's just much easier.
He's playing at a nice pace as well.
Yeah,
Christian. He's playing quick, but not too quick. So
he was saying to me in earlier on, because once he won the semi-final, that when we played the final of the pro event in Glasgow, it was his first pro event, first major final really, and he was just happy to have got that far.
Yeah.
But I think he's thinking now, especially the form he's been in lately, that he really thinks he can win this event. So I think he's going to. I think this, this could well go all the way.
So what do you put his form down to? Is it just a natural progression, as he's gradually getting used to professional status, etc.?
Yeah, I think obviously it does help a lot that on the equipment that we're playing on. We're playing on brand new tables. It makes the game so much easier to play. Gives you more confidence. You can play all the shots you want to play. And obviously, once you get into a sort of winning habit, then everything just becomes a lot easier. Obviously, Christian is now one of the names to avoid in the draw, whereas
Absolutely,
before some people were thinking, maybe they didn't know him that well, weren't sure how good he was. Obviously, that puts a pressure on his opponent as well, then, which, funny enough, makes matches easier to win as well.
Yeah, he keeps breaking like that, he's going to win
Exactly,
a lot more
yeah.
as well. Absolutely. Smashing these balls to pieces.
He's got his Jason Owen breaking cue revved up there.
Maximum velocity.
Yeah. They're flooding the market. They'll be available in all good toy shops soon, I think.
Yeah, they won't be $9.99 though, that's for certain. I think the value of those cues is just going to be going through the roof soon.
I was, I've got a break-in shaft with my playing cue, but I've used one of these breaking cues before, and you can really sort of get through the white and generate a lot of power on the break, and I think that's the key to it, to be honest. I'm a firm believer in the harder you can hit the ball, the more chance you've got of making one off the break. So
30 seconds.
Slightly undercooked his positional shot on this position, but it's going to try and screw back off the spinning it around. That's a great shot. He's seeing the ball so well, playing with confidence.
Saying now, this is obviously from 4-3 down. He's capitalising the mistake to.
He's miscued, but
don't panic.
I forget to chalk it in the excitement.
That's a result actually, because the red now is near the middle pocket, making it a big bag, so you can just plop this in, rest on the red.
Oh, Christian, what have you done there?
This could be a big frame now. That's a bad miss.
Yeah, he wouldn't have expected to miss that.
Doesn't look like he's left Mark a great deal. That's a good shot.
Clever.
Still a lot of work to do here. It's a big frame, this is. I mean, if Mark can take it, he's got a chance to break and finish to pull too clear. If Philly can take it, then he's putting a lot of pressure on Mark's break off again.
Is he going to try and move this one on the left-hand cushion or play on it?
I'd be tempted. Normally I'd play on it, but I think it's a bit of a tricky one because the two reds at the top end of the table, one of them goes past the yellow. Ideally, you'd like to use that one to get on the other awkward red. But then it's quite difficult to see a route really. He may either try and bump it off the cushion, which I think he may be doing now. Yeah, that's a good shot. Let's play that well. It looks like he can now play the red in the corner, and then put the other red in the left-hand corner, and then go up for the two at the top of the table, playing the very awkward one that doesn't go into the corner, the last ball.
Played that previous shot with a lot of control and confidence, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a tough shot. He didn't have to. He could have knocked out off the easier red in the middle of the table. But I think looking at the finish, it was making his work easier at this stage if he took the hard ball out earlier on.
So he needs to be top side. He needs to get this white as close to the top cushion.
Yeah, the yellow near the spot on the balk line, that could be a bit of an issue. If that wasn't there, it'd be a lot easier.
He's played that well.
Has he got a bit too much angle? I think he may have to clip the red in and then take the red away with the white. So I don't think he can hold for the red in the middle.
Yeah, he's going to need to judge this case at anything full in the face, and he should be okay. He'll have some sort of shot, but he doesn't want to slip past it.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, he's a bit unlucky there.
It is a bit unlucky, yeah, but I mean, it wasn't that difficult to judge the cannon. He hasn't, he'd be probably annoyed at himself that he didn't hit the red fuller. This is a tough shot. Very big ball, this is.
Well, if he puts the red, he's guaranteed position on the black. But it's a big shot in the context of the match.
30 seconds.
Just composing himself. It's a tough shot. That's missing.
Yeah, it was a tough shot, that was.
Yeah, so Christian gets another chance. It's a different type of psychology than when you're behind and you get back in the match, but to actually get ahead, it's the psychology reverses.
It's almost like an invisible barrier on times. It's tough.
An invisible barrier. We'll like that one.
Keep that one for next event.
I'm going to pinch that for something. Yeah,
Okay.
Write that down, Dave. Invisible barrier. We'll have that. I'll tell him I made that one up. He was a bit. Well, I thought he was going to be a bit short, but it's just run on.
Just needs to avoid the middle pocket here. Maybe a bit of right hand side to come just before the middle pocket, or is he checking it up? He's playing on the left. No, he's not. I'm sure he's queuing up the left hand side then.
It looked left, didn't it? But straightforward blocking for the first time in the match, I think. Christian takes the lead. What would it mean to Christian to win his first title?
Oh, I'm sure he'd be chuffed. As I said earlier, he was sort of, when he got the previous final, he was just happy to be there. But he really wants to win this one, and I think he believes he can as well. So he's 5 up. I mean, I'd be thinking in this position now, win the best of 7. Imagine you're just playing a mini tournament first to 4 to see if you can win that one.
Well, all he's got to do is hold his serve as such, and the title will be his.
That's right, yeah.
Break. Trailing 5 frames before time runs.
Easy to say.
That's a good break again. He's parked the white, but
He's dry
nothing
though.
down.
And all those reds go. I think. They all go somewhere. If that red at the bottom goes.
I think you can. Yeah, I think you can take the yellow into the bottom left-hand corner and drop on the two at the bottom, but you have to get back up the table after them two then. So that could be tricky.
Have you been watching the rugby in the past few weeks?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Have you?
It's excellent, isn't it?
Who are you supporting?
Australia and Wales.
How far do you think your boys can go now?
To be honest, though, a team not very far. I don't think I think we had a good chance before a lot of the injuries. I don't think we'll beat Australia. But we'll do well to get the semis. I think a semi-final would be a great achievement. See, as I say, he's landed straight on this yellow now, and it's going to be tough for him to get back out. I think if you can screw back to the right-hand rail and play, or top it through, you can play for the yellow into the middle. As you can see there, it does go. But he's got to play quite a good shot, yeah. But if he can get out and get on some kind of pot, then the finish becomes a lot easier.
If he's screwing back, he's only got a small window.
He has, yeah. That'd be a good shot.
Wow, what a great shot!
That was a lot tougher than it looked as well. He hit that so hard. But managed to only move the white sort of few inches.
That was a shot of a man in prime confidence. And that was equally as good as well.
I think he slipped past the red, so he can pop the yellow in the corner, and there should be 6-4, and it'll be his break as well.
This is top draw stuff from Christian Phillips. Apart from that shot,
he does play them funny ones on occasion. Just play a silly shot, maybe lack concentration, or just I wouldn't say he rushes them, but he just doesn't give. I think he gets down on the shot and doesn't actually think about what he's doing half the time.
Yeah,
but it's working for him so far.
Yeah, I think that's the way forward. I don't think he can play it playing ball because he's going to be worried about leading off.
Yeah, if he has to jack up and sort of play a little stunt shot, these are very tricky.
Yeah,
especially on these fast tables. He is going to though.
He's going to need to try and kiss the yellow. I think he's gone behind it.
He's spotted it. Ooh.
So he's not got much on there. He can plop it in the middle, but he has no chance of getting on the black.
Can he play the jump shot after he pots the yellow in the middle? Sure, Jason Owen does jump cues.
Wrong discipline there, Simon. What's he got on? What can he do?
Not a lot, but looks of things.
I don't think there's any way the pocket would take him putting that running through.
No, he's looking to get in there, but how he gets, I don't know.
Cushion first up at the top off the red. Goodness, I don't know.
I think he might be playing the long double, hitting the yellow off the cushion just before the middle pocket and up into the top right hand corner. Hold on to your hats.
It's not in. So an opportunity missed there for a 6-4 lead.
He'll be annoyed at that because that was that was a 2 frame from 3 went down to 6-4 up. He's got the momentum.
Yeah.
And to be honest, he'd done the hard work.
Just a careless mistake.
He played a great couple of shots, and anything apart from where he landed, even straight, he was on the yellow top of the table. Even if he landed straight, he was favourite.
.6-4 lead, and Mark would have been thinking about that journey home, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'd say Mark's only really going to get. Mark's made a couple of careless errors, and I think he's going to cut them out the longer the match goes on. So Christian needs to take advantage of them while they're there, really. No, I mean, this is looking like 5-all. It could easily be 7-3.
It's just a bit betwixt and between in the position there.
I think what he'll probably do is say he should be able to put the one in the middle and play a cannon off the 2 reds. He'll probably just focus 100% on the pot. Yeah, he's played it well. Oh. Yeah, that's perfect. fancy you for these, Kev?
I'm not sure about that. I'd need 2. Did you enjoy playing on the semi-ice cloth the other night?
Yeah, I thought it was excellent. I mean, it looks much better than the green cloth anyway. I think the balls we use are the Pro Cup balls. They suit a lighter coloured cloth anyway. But I think it plays really well. I mean, it obviously it's very fast, but it's not uncontrollably so. And I think that in the long run, I think it gives you more shots as well.
Yeah, you can get more grip on that cloth.
Yeah, you can too.
Play shots on that you can't actually play on the green, which I didn't actually know till last year, till we used it. I remember Clint Anderson playing a shot. I thought, oh goodness, has he played that? And he got some right bottom and grip and side and something that. Yeah, interesting. Your thoughts on that? There was certainly a lot of positive feedback again on using that cloth.
Yeah, I think it certainly freshens it up, and as I say, I think all the pros have thought that it's and some of the amateurs as well have thought that it's really good to play on. It's probably more consistent as well, I would have thought.
It's definitely more consistent. There's no finger marks or anything like that.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it definitely runs true. Just a quick mention for our partners that we've had on board this weekend, and obviously 8balldirect.com are with the sponsors of Mark, who's in the final here, so they'll be delighted with his performance again. He's just been never present in the 4 events he's played in this year.
I'm quite happy he missed the first one, to be honest, because I think he'd be overtaking everyone.
Oh, Christian. And those reds are just sat there waiting to be potted.
Yeah, he'd be favoured to get these to one visit. So he's got 2. As I say, it was looking like 6-4 Christian, his break. Now suddenly it's 5-all, and he's had a bad break.
Can quickly turn around in these matches.
Yeah, it can do, and you'll find that as well. If you play a bad shot and lose a frame you should have won, the next frame it almost always costs you at least 2 frames.
So the World Series that we launched on Friday night will be played on the Simonis cloth. So the qualifiers that will be played in the UK in January that they're planned for will be on the Simonis, and then the final stages in various countries around the world will be played on the Simonis cloth. So
sounds great. I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully I can get through 1 or 2 of the qualifiers.
That's if you're not babysitting, of course. You may have nappy duties that you might not be able to get away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll have to think of a canning plan for that one.
You need to be getting some brownie points in over the next few months. You might not be allowed out till another 18 years.
Yeah.
That's the rules. So.
I'll have to work some overtime on the ironing, I think. And the washing up.
Yeah, I've heard a rumour that there's an iron in our house, but never seen it. So my other half's not listening.
Oh, mine's in work, it's fine. You would prefer to be nicer on this. You should pot it, but the way the match has gone, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get this. But he's a very good potter. I wouldn't expect him to miss this. Played it well.
Yeah. So, like you say, this could have been 6-4 to Christian, and now it's going to be 6-5 to Mark. And you just know that if it had been 6-4, he probably wouldn't have gone enough. And,
exactly. He would have probably 3 or 4 for the break. It would have been an easy finish, and he'd been 7-4 up on driving seat then. But he's on the back foot a bit now.
So the pro events next year, we're talking about Jack obviously joining the pro ranks, and the emergence of Christian and the Josh Durants of this world. I mean, it's just going to be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I was talking to someone the other day about the seeding spots and things, and sort of since I've been on the tour, obviously the first objective was to get into the top 64 and turn professional, and then once you get there, you want to sort of get into the top 32 seeded spots, then 16, then the 8 bracket, and then the 4. And every season I'm thinking, all right, I think I was in the top 8 seeds this year, so I wanted to try and move up into the top 4 seeds, try and get myself, a bit of an easier draw. But it doesn't seem to work like that. I seem to, every time I move up into a seeded spot, there's new players coming in and they're sort of getting better and better, and they're I'm sure the draws were easier 4 or 5 years ago. It's not the case now. I think I'd rather be unseeded sometimes. There's so many dangerous players floating around.
Yeah, there were some incredible early round matches at this event. Mr. Farnsworth had I'm trying to think who he played now. Was it a stream match, Dave? Yeah, he played Gareth, but that's right, in the last 64.
Yeah, exactly.
Mark Farnsworth against Gareth Hibbert. I mean, that's crazy.
And Gareth would have been, was he the number 1 seed? He would have been definitely top 4, wouldn't he, Gareth? So he was
the number 1 seed.
So he's number 1 seed playing Mark Farnsworth in the last 64.
Yeah. Yeah, tough school. I remember once in the olden days, I had Christoph in a prelim. Well, that was tough enough.
And you did the draw, too?
Well, that was in the old days when Mr. Howard was...
right.
Where's the white ball? But yeah, so the draw can do weird things sometimes, and over a season, it should even itself out.
Yeah, it should do, yeah.
I don't look at the draw these days, it doesn't really make any odds. Still get beat. I watched a bit of that match me and you played at Glasgow. My God, that was terrible.
It wasn't a spectacle, was it?
Well, you played alright, but God, I was like someone with no arms.
You get matches like that. I mean, sort of. I can remember I started pretty well, and then I missed a silly ball, and then it sort of. Well, the roof caved in basically. Then it was just, and obviously when you're both missing, you tend to sort of. Maybe I think both of us were probably trying a bit too hard. It ended up a bit of a mare, didn't it?
See, my view is that if I can get you down to my level, then I've got a chance, because I think my Z game is better than anybody else's Z game. But I mean, to be fair, I don't really expect to do much these days anyway, because there's too much going on. But I still like to. It'd still be nice to compete, but it's difficult.
Yeah, so I couldn't imagine trying to play in this event and run it as well, and with everything else going on. This game's enough head work as it is without everything else.
I think that's the worst thing for me on a personal level, having to sort of accept that
I've always been lucky there.
I'm going to have to play rubbish, because there's not enough days in the week for me to even pick a cue up and even have a knock in the pub or anything. So that's the downside, but hopefully the upsides that we think are going to happen in the next period of time. Good shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
I'll make it all worthwhile.
He's this finish he's got a bit. He's put in perfect position now, but he got a bit lucky then to land on one of those balls. But he's perfect now, and this looks like it's going to be 7-5.
Do you think that last frame he's smelling blood? He thinks he's got this match.
Oh, he's up.
The killer instinct's kicking in.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It's wiped his feet. Said no.
He's had a couple of shots in this match that he's used all of the bag, but
I think the the match against Christoph, I mean, it's taken out of him a bit. I think it's sort of mentally. I think that, you know, a long, I think it was 9-7 it was in the end, or 9-8 it was, wasn't it?
9-8, yeah.
You know, it can take a lot out of you, and you know, it's the last match of a 3-day tour stop. It can be hard to sort of keep it together.
And they are a full 3 days. You know, it's we start at 1 o'clock on the Friday afternoon, and we're coming up to the end. 8 o'clock on the Sunday, and it's not stopping.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So not only the test of skill, they're also a test of stamina. These events. This frame is huge.
It is. Yeah.
13th frame, Christian Phillips to break.
He can't afford 8-5. He's got to still be positive. He's only one breaker serve down. Can still change. Where's the white? He's off the table. He's trying to give it a bit extra. His break's big enough. He don't need to give it extra.
No, he doesn't know.
And those reds are just saying, "Come and pot me." He could even go for yellows. I mean,
I don't think Mark will win this. He'll be thinking in his head now. Obviously, this is to get on the hill, as it were, and you know, all the pressure will be on Christian then at 8-5 down to try and get back in the match.
well, he could have played his last shot.
Yes, he could have. Yeah, I think from 8-5, you'd fancy Mark to break and finish once. From what he'll have 2 breaks left, or maybe 3.
Yeah, he knows this match is now in his hands.
The only thing he needs to be careful of is the red in between the black and the red in the bottom right hand corner doesn't go until he pots the red in that corner. So I think what you'll see him do here is just play the one in the bottom left and then pot the one to the bottom right and sort of almost play a can on the black. And that'll open everything up then.
Yeah, it's there's not much hope for Christian, I don't think.
No. Right, he'll just pot this now, come off the side cushion and just not rest on the black, but just play around it.
Yeah. Where's he going? Is he gonna? Oh,
He's fine. Yeah.
I thought he was just gonna stick on it.
That's perfect. You can just drop this in now and he'll have a straight black into the corner.
It's just those little simple shots that these guys play.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, he's played the right shot, but he didn't play it. He didn't play it very well. But in the because of the way he's played the shot, he had so much margin for error. I mean, he couldn't have played the shot much worse, and he was still perfect. It was you know, he's played the finish in such a way that no matter how, as long as he plays the right shot, he can't fail from that really.
So he's one frame away from yet another piece of silverware.
Yeah. Christian's not looking too happy.
No, he's had his chance. I mean, that frame to go 6-4, I think was.
Yeah, but he hasn't.
He's not recovered from that.
No, he hasn't. No.
He's fired the white off the table. White enough. You can only hope and pray now
Mark Farnsworth to break.
that he gets a shot.
Leading 8 frames.
Let's see this break.
Still possible though.
It's a good break. He's potted 2. Oof. I need to stop criticising his break because he's dropping them in left, right, and centre here, and they split well as well.
Yeah, he's gonna be fired up now. He knows now he's got a chance for the title.
Yeah, these aren't easy by any stretch, but I do fancy him to get these.
I'm just looking at his facial expression. I don't think he's missing these at all.
No. Especially if that red goes past the black into the middle. That opens everything right up.
His mouth's open. He's gulping the air in. He knows this is his chance. He's puffing puffing them cheeks out. He's in the zone.
I'm assuming the red doesn't go into the right-hand middle. It's not a problem if it doesn't.
I'd say it does that. I think.
Either way, you can pot this now and then play for one of the two reds into the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I cannot see him not getting these. He is in the zone.
Yeah, I think he must go in the middle because I think he'd have played for it now otherwise.
He did have a little bit of elbow in that one. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, he hadn't played a great shot, but I think if you can just slowly stun this in like that. Yeah, that's a great shot. He just needs to pot this now and come up and down for the black in the bottom right hand corner. Needs to just avoid the middle pocket really. This could go wrong, but there are a few obstacles in the way.
Yep, just got to make sure he gets the right amount of stun and the left hand side.
It's a funny bridge hand.
Yeah, it's a new one. Where's the white? He's close to the middle. He's a lifeline. He's gone in. Lifeline for Christian Phillips.
Ouch.
I mean, he really shouldn't have been anywhere near that centre back. He had a foot.
Yeah, I think
that he could play.
The shot before meant that he couldn't get perfect on the red, and there was quite a few obstacles because if he didn't get enough side and played it too hard, he was coming down behind the yellows on the left-hand side cushion. If he got too much side, he may have snuck himself behind the yellow in the middle table. It wasn't a very good shot, but it was, especially for the match, it was probably a lot more difficult than it looked.
We've got to have a twist in the tail and a bit of drama. Whoa, that's not great.
No, he needs to just full-blooded now play the yellow into the corner. Just drop it in. It'd be on the yellow in the middle.
Big shot. It's the first shot that he's lined up. Yeah.
Good shot.
Well, we know how quickly matches can turn around.
Yeah, this is going to be Christian's break next. This could be 8-7 before Mark comes to the table.
I don't like to see that casualness. You've still got to respect the balls. I know they're easy. But anyway, 8-6. Wow. I bet Mark and Chris thought they'd be on that M23.
So did I.
in the next few minutes, but
I think I'm more gutted than Mark is going in, to be honest.
How long's your drive home, Simon?
It's not too bad. I think it's about 240 miles, so it's about
9 hours.
Yeah, it's about 4.5 hours. We got to drop people off. Drop our lucky charm off, Luke Sanjay's.
We're dropping him off at the end of the Brighton Pier.
Yeah. He's promised not to speak all the way home, so he can stay in the car as long as he keeps quiet.
As long as he don't start giving autopsies about the final, it'll be all right.
Yeah. He lost, get over it.
Huge break time. Where's that white ball? He's gone dry.
Try break.
First one. So another chance for Mark Farnsworth. What's he going to be thinking after that last one? Can he put it out of his mind?
Yeah, I think he can do, but well, I mean, he could put it out of his mind, but does he need to? As long as he can clear up, I don't think he'd be bothered whether he's thinking about it or not. Really, he's put a red safe, and unintentionally or not, but these yellows looking good. I think the yellow nearest the black, that's his last ball to drop in the middle.
Yeah.
I think what you'll probably see him do is the yellow that's in the middle of the 3 reds. That'll be his last but one ball.
Yeah.
He'll run that through. Just to just how he fancies taking the other 3 yellows, really.
So he probably needs to. Well, he wants the white ideally where it is now.
Yeah, he probably want to be a bit close to his work on that, but he'd probably take it, to be honest, because I say he's straight on that one. He can just roll it through. If he is going to play for the yellow into the bottom corner after this, it's a bit of a tricky shot. These can go wrong, where you have to sort of just flick them in with a bit of left hand side. Is he running it through?
So which?
I think he's on the gap, but I'm assuming he played like that. But it's a risky one if he did.
I thought he might have run that through with a bit more pace.
Yeah, I'm assuming he didn't try and run it through and play for the yellow. We said, but he's on the yellow anyway.
So it's going to move the black.
That's just run enough.
So that's clever thinking, because he's going to play this, move the black, and leave himself the one into the middle.
Well, he could do. I mean, I'd probably be playing the yellow into the top left-hand corner, running through a touch, and then playing both the yellows into the same middle pocket.
Right.
I don't know if I'm assuming he's playing the yellow into the middle, but I think he's playing this one because this is what he played for in the first place. But I think the other way is probably easier.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah.
So how does he
He'd use the red, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think
he's getting down. He's not thinking. He's not missing. He's going to take the white.
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's a well thought out shot. So this could be it.
He's taking this finish well, to be fair, especially after missing going off on his last ball in the last one.
So he's got a pretty routine black for the title.
Yeah. Yeah,
there it goes. Well played, Mark Farnsworth. Unlucky Christian Phillips. I've no doubt your day will come very soon.
That was a very good final. Lots of break finishes.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot for your time, Simon. And
no problem.
Okay, well, what a great final that was, and a fitting end to what's been an amazing season here at the IPA. Unfortunately, there has to be a loser, and he's played absolutely fantastic all weekend. He just came up short in the pro final, but well done. Christian Phillips. Christian, it's been a great weekend for you. Unfortunately, you just didn't quite make it in the pro final, but you must be pleased overall.
Yeah, I've had a pretty good year on a tour, so I am pleased, but a bit gutted with how it went.
You at 5-4 up, you had a chance to go 6-4, and do you think that was the turning point in the match?
Yeah, because it was my break next as well, so it could have been 7-4. But there we are, that's how it goes.
Yeah, but you must be really looking forward to next season and mixing it with...
knocking on the door now, so hopefully next year now can be my first one.
Well, we said on commentary, it's going to happen. The way you're playing, it's going to happen. You won the last man standing. You played fantastic in that. You played fantastic in this event as well. So yeah, it's going to be next season. Promises to be an absolutely yeah. Next season in the pro ranks, there's going to be some great matches.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for supporting the IPA, Christian, and been great to see you. And look forward to interviewing you many more times next season. Thanks a lot, Christian Phillips. But the winner is that man again. I'm going to get repetitive stress syndrome saying his name all the time. But our winner is Mark Farnsworth. I'm definitely running out of questions to ask you now. But yeah, you've done it again.
Yeah, delighted. I thought it was a really good game. Made a couple of sloppy mistakes, a couple of bad positional shots and that. I thought Christian played really well. He was just a bit unlucky at times, but I thought it was a really good match. I enjoyed it. And
the standard to say it's an end of a long 3 days was really good.
Yeah, it is difficult, especially on the Saturday. Obviously, because you sometimes playing at 9-10 o'clock in the morning, and obviously if you get to the later stage of the tournament, you can be playing 11-12 o'clock at night. So it's hard to get yourself back up after a game. You know what I mean? Obviously to keep the concentration, all the rest of it. And obviously the Sunday's the same. You come off, you're back on. You come off, you're back on it. So it's a lot of concentration. Did the Christophe Lambert semi take it much out of you, or was that a factor in anything? Or I was really frustrated throughout the match. Just couldn't get going. Obviously he's really, really slow. You can't get any rhythm against him. I felt good, but just made a lot of mistakes. I just couldn't get any rhythm going. But obviously Christian, he gets on with it. You know what I mean? So it was a lot better rhythm in the final, so I enjoyed it.
When it was looking like it was going to be 6-4 to Christian, were you thinking, well, have I missed the chance here?
No, I never think like that. Obviously, even if I'm behind, just still got to be positive. Take your chances. Sometimes when you're behind, you're digging a little bit more. Maybe don't go for a shot that you might. Obviously, if they're awkward, you maybe digging a little bit more to try and win the frame to get back in the match. So you've got to, like, even if you're behind, try and be positive, like.
So an absolutely amazing season for you. You must be absolutely delighted how this year's gone.
Yeah, I missed the first tour, but obviously since then, won a couple, been beaten a final and that as well. So I've enjoyed it. I've played really well in spells and struggled in others, but managed to dig in and win a lot of games when I haven't played well. So it's important.
Well, it's been a pleasure to watch you and see you on the comeback, and next year promises to be unbelievably competitive in the pro ranks.
Yeah, it's obviously it's just getting bigger and bigger. The IPA, I think it's obviously the where they came from. Obviously from the position they were in 2 or 3 years ago is it's brilliant for everybody involved, and so I'm pleased to be playing again.
And it's looking like a strong northeast contingent on the tour next year as well.
Yeah, the black ball has improved. Obviously it's getting a lot more people aware of it. Obviously with the tour, there's other stuff going on in the northeast with black ball as well. So like the lad who sponsors me, obviously he does a lot for the area, keeping the tables in good condition and all the rest of it. So it's all a help.
So the drive home will be a little bit sweeter now.
Not looking forward to it.
Well, Mark, it's been a pleasure to watch you play, and well done this year, and see you next year.
Thank you. Cheers.
Mark Farnsworth, everyone. Amazing season. So that's about it from the IPA for 2015. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. It's been an amazing season, and next year promises to be bigger and better. So we'll see you all in February for the World Championships in Bradford, and the tour starts again in March in Newport. So we'll be back then. So have a good Christmas, and we'll see you next year.